Hello Stingray boys and girls and parents. Today we're going to take a look at converting fractions to decimals and decimals back to fractions. Let's take a look at a sample problem together. Hello boys and girls, let's start converting our fractions to decimals and back. Okay, so if we have 7/25 here and we want to change it to a decimal, how do we do that? Well, I've been saying all along that every fraction is a division problem. And the answer to that division problem is a decimal. So let's treat it like that. 7/25 really means what? 7 divided by 25. Okay, so we need to then treat it like a long division problem. Take 7 here, put it inside the house, divide it by 25. We know that 25 is larger than our dividend, so we're going to have a decimal answer. So even though it's 7, we're going to treat it like 70. It's still 7 and 0/10. 25 goes into 72 times, which would give us 50. I just did 2 times 25 is 50. I subtract and get a remainder of 20. Okay, and then I bring down another 0. And 25 will go into 200 8 times exactly. 8 times 25 or 8 quarters would be $2 or 200. We subtract, we have no remainder. This long division problem has a happy ending because the answer is 28 hundredths. Now you might ask, well, how do I change a decimal to a fraction? Well, let's read this number right here. Let me also change the color. Okay, let's read this number right here properly. When we read decimals properly, 28 hundredths. Did I say a decimal or did I say a fraction? You know, I said both, didn't I? This is 28 hundredths. That's how you read that decimal properly. But I also just said 28 hundredths, or 28 over 100. Now you might say, well, how are these two the same? Well, when we look at them closely, we can say, hey, 28 hundredths can be reduced. Both 28 and 100 have a common factor, which is 4. And when I reduce, when I take, or I should say factor out a 4 out of 28, what am I left with? 7. And when I factor 4 out of 100, I get 25. And there you have it. That's how we convert fractions to decimals by dividing. Okay, every fraction is a division problem. We divide through like a long division problem. We get a decimal as our answer. How do you transfer or convert a decimal to a fraction? Simply say it correctly. Okay, read the decimal correctly, and you're also saying a fraction, and then check to see if you can reduce to a simpler form, as we can in here. And here you have it. Well, I hope that video was helpful, and I will see you tomorrow in school. Adios.